Okay, so I am looking at probably one of the nicest Bluetooth headsets all around in so many different ways that I've had the opportunity to use over the course of the past, well, a little over a year now. And I've had a lot of different Bluetooth headsets in that time frame. This actual unit does have a little thank you card with both the email and a Skype contact information available, and of course they would like you to check out their Amazon store, as well as leave a positive review in the event that you like the product. They do have a little user manual, goes through and gives you all of the important information that you might want to know about this unit, including the functionality of the buttons and the specifications of the actual unit. They also have a little bit of a warranty type information where you can fill out and have an address, manufacturer, phone number, zip code, things of that nature included with that. You have one of the larger assortments of different earpieces, as you can see, different sizes and whatnot, so you can kind of dial in the perfect fit for you. And not only do you have those, of course, but you have the ones that are already on the actual unit when it arrives. Probably the worst thing, if there is any worst thing, is the short charging cable. Some people may want a larger charging cable, but most people have one. So this micro USB cable being short isn't really a major issue, but it's the worst thing about the unit if you want to, find a negative. But other than that, for me personally, I think it has a very nice presentation as far as the box. The items well protected, and has a small black box here that the actual accessories come included with. So overall, that's really good. The documentation is nice, and the assortment of different earpieces is great. You also have this little piece here, and it's basically just a, I don't know, well, you can see that, but yeah, you can see it well enough there. So that's basically just something that lets you clip in and basically go like that. So you can kind of tighten this up if you desire to do so when it's around your neck. Honestly, the ear hook portion of these and overall design make these fit very, very well and very comfortably, I might add. At least I think so. And it loops over from the front rather than the rear of your ear, so it may be a little unusual for some people. It may take some adjustment, but I find it to be extremely comfortable. And when these are seated in your ear, pretty much the world around you becomes unnoticeable, just because if you have the volume cranked up on these, you're not going to hear a lot going on around you. These are extremely loud. They have really nice bass. I was really impressed by that. They have a 90 milliamp battery, and according to the documentation, it requires about 2 hours to charge, offers around 5.5 hours of talk time, and according to discussion briefly in email with the seller, you could do music playback continuously for around 7 to 8 hours. That's going to depend on the volume level. The higher you go, the shorter that time frame is going to be. So what you have is on this side you have the left, and on this side with the inline control you have the right, and it is marked. Your charging port, I like that they put it on the headset, not on the unit here, and they covered it. So I can pop it out right there. So you have a covered charging port, which is really nice, and when it's in place, it sits very flush. So that's not going to snag, and you don't have to worry about like rain or sweat. So I like that aspect of it. The inline control, sort of a rubberized feel to it, along with the soft rubber cable. You have your microphone on the back. Your LED indicator light is actually right on the headset up here. Now, it's not on obviously at the moment because I just turned them off right before the video. So you have your multi-function button, play, pause, answer, reject calls, and such. You have your plus and your minus. Short presses are volume, long presses are track navigation. It will beep when it reaches the maximum volume, and it does give you verbal prompts for the different status, such as powering on and off and connection to the Bluetooth and such. So when these are around your neck, if you wish, you could actually hook these and have them hang so that they stay put a little bit better. But no magnets, but not really necessary. They're not heavy, and that's one thing that's really nice. And I think that's, like I said, part of having the charging up here, the batteries up here. This is a lot lighter, so you don't feel it dragging down on your ear. That's a very good thing. Bluetooth range on these are actually better than average. I typically leave my phone in the same spot, and I walk away. And usually, after I reach a certain point, most headsets that I've tried will begin to break up, and then when I reach the maximum distance that I usually go at a predetermined point, they are pretty much useless at that point because they're cutting in and out so bad, it's terrible. These, I'm able to go to that full distance and not a single hint of breakup, which is great. So Bluetooth range is really, really impressive. I don't have a measurement on it, but the 33 feet roughly that Bluetooth allows for is definitely capable, I would say. And like I said, overall, just really good bass, really good sound, very clear, no distortion at high volume for a bass heavy song. If you're playing songs that don't have as much bass, then you're going to get nice, crisp, clear audio. So just a really, really nice headset offering if you're going to be into sporting events and you know, high degrees of activity and motion. These hooks really help keep these in place. Not an issue at all as far as that goes either. So really, really good choice for a headset, and yeah, no real complaints. Like I said, the only negative some people I think could really find with these would be a short charging cable, but that is not that big of a deal in most scenarios, and most people have their own, which I do, so I'll never use that anyway. Okay? Alright, well, great headset, and thank you for watching.